Hello, welcome to the stream. Another day of hardcore World of Warcraft. Who would have guessed? We are a level 50 rogue now. We did manage to get from almost 49 to level 50. So it was a good productive day yesterday, even though we did stand around for 30 minutes waiting for a chicken to spawn that didn't spawn because it wasn't going to spawn. Other than that, very productive day. So, let's jump in, see what we're working with, see what we're going to be doing. Probably some furball farming, I'm assuming, because that's pretty much what I have left at around this level. Otherwise, it's Blasted Lands. So it's probably going to be furball farming into Blasted Lands, to be honest. Where does the rogue thing start? Wonder. Like the rogue level 50 quest over there, okay. But I know I need to go to Ajara for that. I remember from the very first time I ever played rogue. So I guess we'll just head up to Bellwood. We've got some quests to hand in, but they can wait.
Well met.
Have a little flight to start the day. How exciting.
Safe travel.
It says 12 minutes, but I think it will actually be like 8. I do have the Ajara flight path this time. Also got my non-Medley warrior to 54 last night. The permanent Oni buff is pretty nice for warrior, I'm gonna be honest. And it would be even nicer as a fury warrior. That character has 6 days played now. If only it was actually 6 days played. It's probably, you know, closer to 5. But I did stand around fishing for a good day around level 20, waiting for friends to do dead mines with before we had sorted out our full group. And in other MMO news, PBC anniversary pre-patch is coming next month. I've been saying that people are expecting it to come too early. People were expecting a pre-patch in like November this month. Stuff like that. And now when it's coming at like a reasonable time, still not a great time. If they want to release PBC before midnight, they're kind of beating themselves up a bit. And if they're releasing the pre-patch in December, that means they kind of have to release it before midnight, because otherwise the pre-patch is going to be around for like 3 months. So I don't know what's going on at Blizzard. They're just like, oh, we want people to play all day, every day. Like, yeah. WoW isn't that kind of game, Blizzard. Not anymore. Or at least for me. I'm sure some people still enjoy it. So that's a thing that will be happening next month. I don't think I'll be done with the Medley by then. Even if I was able to stream every single day. I don't think I'd be done. And Guild Wars 1 is getting a remaster, which is pretty exciting because I never actually got to play Guild Wars 1 that much. I tried it a little bit, but it, you know, it was old at that point. Like, well, I've already played Guild Wars 2, this is kinda not that great now. But a remaster, yeah, I might consider it. It's not really an MMO, it's more of an MMO light. You know, you just go into missions and you do the missions and then you do other stuff. But there is some MMO elements, there's PvP and stuff like that. So I think I'll dabble in that. Maybe not on stream. This is why I'm quitting WoW. Sometime down the road. There's so many other games that are just like, play me. Still gotta play Cyberpunk. There's a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, move on from WoW and make it viable to play other things. Basically, like last year when I didn't play World of Warcraft at all and did the variety year, right? I think we finished off Ugro within like the first few months of the year, and then just played Mass Effect, Baldur's Gate, Terraria, Ori. It was good. A whole lot of games out there that are really fun. I mean, even now I'm playing Warhammer. Wow. A lot of Warhammer. Only the good video games of Warhammer, though. There are some real stinkers out there, aren't there? So, assuming the Timbermore grind probably get us to about 30k experience, I would say. Probably not going to be huge. We're not going to grind it all the way. And then we go to Blasted Lands. Hope Turamis isn't there. Which should get us on the way to 51. After we hit 51, I will be coming to Ajara to do the Mongoose Elixir grind. I'm kind of hoping it takes a while to get the Mongoose Elixir, because that would help with our quest to have more things to do. Now, Lena's probably the character that I'm utilizing the reset experience the least, because she's able to do a lot of things. But I wouldn't mind some. We haven't really started grinding this leg yet, though. Guess I can pick that up there. Was I not able to pick it up? I should have been. Did I not train at level 50? I'm assuming that's probably what happened, because I don't have the level 50. I must have just logged out, right? Yeah. I logged out as soon as I hit 50. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Well, we shouldn't need our level 50 abilities for bulks. Should be fine. Hopefully. $52, we get a new instant poison, which is always nice. Especially when it upgrades your damage by like 30. That's pretty much all we get at 52. 54, a Sinister Strike. Once again, amazing. We're not hitting 54 this league. 56, a Vis. Don't really need a new kick. And then 60, the last instant poison. So we've got a few upgrades coming our way after we finish this league. I'm not sure who will be the first character that goes to level 60, but wouldn't mind getting the rogue there. We're still only halfway through this league at a Medley, because Lena is the 4th character to be played. He's halfway done. 3 more levels to go on here. Then we got Francie, Friend, Baumer. Francie is the one that needs to survive. The other two, I'd like them to survive, but it doesn't really matter. But Francie's life is tied to my sword. Naturally. If you guys remember when I made the rules for the hardcore medley, any character that creates an item, if the character dies, item. Probably the worst rule of the hardcore medley, but you know, if it's something I ever have to deal with. Why'd they wave at the troll but not me? What the... Rude. He's a horde lover. Kill him. Kinda hoping TBC's like 3 months away. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like 2 to 2.5 months away. If the pre-patch is next month, then yeah. Month for a month and a half for a pre-patch is fine, I think. Not sure what's going to happen with anniversary hardcore servers. Because they've been talking about the anniversary servers having like transfers from them and stuff like that. But the hardcore servers are different to like the regular servers. The regular hardcore servers. They have different rules. There are certain things that are changed. Damn, that guy's just aggroing the whole fucking forest. He must have shat in the beer's wood. Does a beer shit in the woods? No, the cat shits in the beer's wood. Also, I'm probably not going to be streaming tomorrow. I've said I have an inspection, but there's also other things I need to do, so... I'll say it early. 99% chance no stream tomorrow. %1 chance of a stream? So I guess that will give us a little bit of rested. You know, I make not even 3 bars for the, let's say, 18 hours we log off. So it's about 4 bars every 24 hours, maybe just less, 3.5 or so. So we'll come in with 6 or 7 bars. Should help. Because I think Lena, towards the end of her stint, is either going to be grinding a bit or running out of quests. Not running out of quests per se, we've got, you know, we're going to have Unguro and stuff like that. But, you know, it's not as free as other leagues playing Lena. Alright. Go kill some furballs. Yes, furballs. What the chat wants. Chat gets. Could be pretty chill on the rogue. I mean, you know, we've done this on the paladin, and it was ass. I think the rogue should make it quite easy. So we might get fairy fired. So that is one issue. Little fairy fire. I saw that Peekaboo died on his rogue actually. Now, he did disconnect, so it's a little bit less on him. But he also pulled 5 mobs. So I think it might have been the gods looking down and saying karma for trying to show off. He did have a girl sitting beside him, so naturally he's going to show off. He is a young lad. Going off to girls is part of being a young lad. Fucking Scarab Lord just jumped over me. Speaking of showing off. I never showed off to girls because I was like too scared to. So not part of me being a young lad. Too nervous for that, man. But honestly, getting disconnected on a rogue is probably the main way they die in hardcore. This class is very good. I think unless I'm fighting an elite and something goes really wrong, A disconnect is probably the only way that I get taken out on this character. So hopefully it doesn't happen. As I go and pull multiple mobs. Right after saying, imagine tempting fate. It's a rogue thing, you know? Talk about being disconnected and then you go and fight multiple mobs, just in case. See if it happens. Like if I DC there, I die. But honestly, if you DC while fighting on a melee, you probably die anyway. Just part of being melee and hardcore. I have definitely had disconnects during the medley, but I mostly have had lag, and it hasn't really happened too much. In the earlier levels, I got a lot of lag. I think, you know, whatever was happening with the servers back then, in DDoS, whatever. Basically, when OnlyFans was playing, my journey was a lot more scary. But it's been relatively chill over the last probably 6 months. Damage. Probably should have gone and just cleared those camps, killed the other Pathfinder, but doesn't matter too much. As long as no one comes down here. Right now it's pretty clear. I like it. When there's no one here, it's always a better place. Also, when I woke up this morning, suddenly realized Crumb's blood. But when I woke up, I'm glad that I have like white hair here, you know, because there was a white hair sitting on my arm. Like, where'd that white hair come from? Oh, right. It was white like mine, not any weirdness going on, but pretty funny. Otherwise I would have been thinking like, yeah, old people like climbing into bed with me when I'm asleep. I don't even know how that would be possible. A ghost. Whoa. Like that. Big of this. Love to see it, right? Got. Do have a few Pathfinders lurking around. That is good. Don't have adrenaline rush, so I don't really want to fight the 3 of them. Usually it takes so long to get the Pathfinders because you're competing with other people for the kills naturally. And, you know, there's like 3 people usually around here. So this is nice. It's a nice change. Managed to get the quest done early, and then we can just farm the feathers for the rest of the rep and GG. Need 1 gardener. Gardener Leviosa. Something. Oh, look at those crits. We don't even have the Oni buff on. Because it's still illegal, even though it's a buff for everyone. Even though I am giving myself the Oni buff, technically, it is still illegal for the hardcore medley. Still not going to use world buff. Plus it only lasts for like a week anyway, so... You know, if one character had it and the others didn't, it would be a little bit shitty. Alright, 236 reap. We get 5 to 6 per kill, depending on... Well, I guess it's 5.5. We're a human. Beavers give a little bit. Just see how the RNG is and get it as we get it. I think we'll go up to Winter Spring after this. Just check the vendor because there is a potion recipe I want for the best healing potions. And the runecloth bag recipe obviously we're gonna need, so need more characters, check that. So after we do our run up to the Foulwood flight path, I'll just go straight into Winter Spring, I believe. Oh. I love a big crit. The bigger the crit, better the person. I think. The bigger number, better player. Bad thing about these mobs is they curse you, right? So rather than bandaging, you gotta eat. Quite annoying. Easy. Having all the cooldowns, you know, see life. Here's our first fever. So the drops haven't been great. But as a human, we get the extra 0.5 reap. Oh, a little Plague Bloom there. I do need Plague Bloom for Mongoose elixirs. There might be a hunter out here farming herbs, so I don't know if I'll get to it later, but I do need Plague Bloom for Mongoose elixirs. Even though we're gonna farm the Mongoose Elixir recipe. Yeah, there is. There is a herb gatherer. So... Nope, he turned around. He saw it wasn't a Grom's blood, but then he was like, oh, Plague Bloom though, that's... I don't think I'm gonna get enough Plague Bloom, and I'm definitely not gonna get much Mountain Silver Sage who make Mongoose Elixirs this league, so even though we're gonna grind for the recipe, we're probably not going to be able to make any Mongoose Elixirs anyway. Sadly, that level 60 hunter was running down at the exact same point, but I did get a Grom's blood that he didn't get, so that's more worth it for me right now because I can actually make these. And they're quite easy to make, which is better. We want lots of them for the warrior, you know? Like a, I don't know, a pimple under my ear, but it shouldn't scratch it. But when you got your headset there as well, it's like free fever. I think it might be 75 rep, but it's definitely 50 rep, so I'm not 100% sure. We might just get to like 2950 before we hand it in. Depending on if we get, you know, if we get 10 feathers, then sure I'll do it a bit earlier, but I don't know if that will happen. The drops aren't dropping, which is fine. More experience. I think by the time we make it to Everlook and get all the exploration XP, we should be near 40k. At least. I don't know about doing 100,000 experience in the Blasted Lane. Guess we'll see what happens. But I also have the Distress Beacon to hand in anyway. Did the escort into Naris. Have not found the Distress Beacon from Foralis yet, so there is potential to go there and grind like harpies or something until we get the Distress Beacon. Not 100% sure if I want to. But it's a potential avenue of XP. And you know, those harpies have dropped us a blue in the past. It was 2 years ago at this point, but we've had a lot of blues in the medley, so it's not like we have bad luck. I think Lena's had 3 or 4 drop alone. I want an epic. Like, I must... There's no, like, bad luck protection to get an epic, obviously. But if there was, I must be at 100% bad luck protection by now. Because I have played over 31.5 days in the hardcore medley. That's over a month just playing the medley. During like 12 months worth of time. Played a month in 12 months. Pretty good. A lot of people would think that I have no life for, you know, leveling many characters and hardcore, but I've only played a month over 11 months. That's a lot less than some people that probably are like, you have no life. Some of those people are probably sitting on the game a heck of a lot more than I am. Now, I'm only really playing the medley while I'm streaming. Alright, if we get one more feather, we should be relatively good to handle. But the fact that my non-hardcore medley character got an epic and I haven't found one in the medley is kind of sad. There's a lot of epic mounts running around farming Grom's blood today, huh? Seen that Tauren, there was a Night Elf, there was the Scarab Lord. That guy that just ran by. Okay. I think with the human racial, we should. Because even if it's 50 root, we get 55, so we should be done now with that portion of the grind. It is 55. The perfect amount. 0 out of 3,000. So that grind's done. We could probably do Forces of Jadenar, but I like keeping all the Foulwood quests until I actually come to Foulwood. We'd probably do it at like 54-ish. Although sometimes I come to Foulwood for like 1 or 2 quests and then leave and come back later. So I guess it depends on how it goes. The eyebrow. I was playing a little bit of Warhammer Online last night by myself. You know, other people were doing other things like playing WoW, stuff like that. And it's so funny, whenever I'm playing by myself, there always seems to be so much PvP popping off. But then as soon as my friends jump on, there's no one to fight. It might just be because we're rolling around 5 people. You know, 5 people to overcome is a lot in tier 1. If we were all playing together and it was 2008, the game had just been released, we would have a blast of it. But sadly, that is not the case. It is 2025 and the game is dead. Because it is actually dead. It's a private server, you know? The The game doesn't exist anymore outside of the private server. There needs to be, for us to have real fun in tier 1 at least. Because I think after we hit 16 and get into tier 2, I think we'll have a lot of fun. But there needs to be like a bigger oceanic presence for us to have crazy amounts of fun, I would say. Sadly, that is not going to happen, I don't think. Like right now, at this point in time, the server is popping off. There's like 800 plus people playing usually around now. Because the Americans are all online, right? But when we play, it's like 200 people. And most of them are not in tier 1. Most of them are level 40, doing level 40 stuff. But I think I want my friends and I to get to Renown 15 before we move out of tier 1. That'll be an alright level to be, I think. My Swordmaster's rank 18 and it's not out of tier 1 yet, but I'm playing that character alone. I love this beer. Whenever I'm like going to run to the road, the beer goes towards the road. Whenever I'm not going towards the road, the beer goes towards the cliff. Like, make up your mind, beer. The beerman. I think Alia did the 51 grind on Furbolgs, right? God, that must have taken a while. Probably why she's halfway through the route. Rocket did a little bit of Furbolg route, but he also did Blasted Lanes. I'm editing his video right now and it's in Blasted Lanes. I don't know what we did to get to 52 on Grocket though. Probably came back to Furbolgs. Songflower. But I think Lena will go to Blasted Lanes. Hopefully Tiramis isn't up. He wasn't up last night when I went there on my non-Medley warrior, which was nice. Could go through the zone without worrying about him. Always lovely to not have to see a big black dragon flying towards you. That rogue again. We literally saw him down the way. That's how fast an epic mount is. I haven't even made it up to the town yet and he's already gone down here and come back up. But yeah, I prefer Blasted Lanes when there's no Tiramis. For obvious reasons. Oh, look at this. Don't really know where it is. A free Grom's blood for me? 4 more elixirs of giants. We will be going, because we're going to Blasted Lanes as well, there's get more Blade Bloom right beside me. Take that plague bloom too. Don't mind if I do. Alright, got the flight path.
Hello.
Now I'm going to go into Moonglade and get that flight path, and then we'll go into Spring. If only that mage wasn't there. I don't even know if he's actually picking it, but he was standing up beside it. A Plague Bloom and a Mountain Silver Sage? The exact things we need for Mongoose Elixir? That would have been crazy. Just another herb gatherer running around. Foulwood though. Foulwood is the herb gathering place of choice. I mean, I used to run around it in Classic when the Plague Lanes were taken. Either go to Plague Lanes for your stuff, or you go to Foulwood. Pretty much how I always did it. Moonglade first. I'm sure people have come through here on hardcore without having the rep. Like newer players, you know? Silly new players. Getting killed from things that couldn't kill you. I remember when I first came up to this cave in Vanilla WoW, and I was like, those guys are red in that cave. So I just fight my way through. But then I noticed that they had Timbermore Hold rep. And I had been killing furbolgs down south for Timbermore Hold rep, and I'm like, I probably need to get to a certain point at Timbermore so I can go through that cave. Alright then. Off I go then. I think I actually went to neutral before I tried going through the cave. So, a bit more than you had to. A lot of grinding. And on my second character, I did not go to neutral, but when I went to Winterspring and I arrived in Everlook, I got ganked by 3 undead rogues. Went to use the bank, got killed. Bank was not great that day. It had 3 undead rogues in it. Didn't like it. But that's how it goes. YouTube just sent me a message saying Guild Wars Reforged announced. I'm like, yeah, I already talked about that today on stream. I don't like how they called it Reforged because it gives me PTSD to like Warcraft 3 Reforged. So it's a little bit like, But, you know, Guild Wars was a special game for a lot of people. It's a different sort of, like I said, it's an MMO light rather than an MMO. but it is a tactical RPG. So you do get to make decisions on like talents and gear and stuff for yourself and your bots, which are basically people that you go on missions with. Similar to if you're playing with bots in like Vermintide or something like. Right when I saw that guy mount. Alright, winter spring. One of the most relaxed late level zones in the game. Every time I come here when I'm actually leveling through it, like, this is peaceful. Nice. Wouldn't be so relaxed right now because I'm only level 50, which means I shouldn't really be here, but we'll be alright. And we have crossed over 40k experience, which what I would. Not just gotta not run into the runners. Run into the runners. Right there. Don't really want to fight level 57 mobs. Not just yet. I remember when I killed these on my first hardcore rogue, they actually, 2 of them back to back dropped lockboxes. Same lockbox, I think it was a mithril lockbox. 2 mobs back to back with the same drop was insane. It's like they died on the same ID and gave me the same loot. It's like back in vanilla when I was grinding Albies up like around here. And I got 2 epics in a row. And that's what got me my first epic mount. I've told the story. I had a friend, we were just grinding money. And then he logged out for the day. And the next day he logged in and I had an epic mount. And he's like, wait, didn't you have like 200 gold when I logged out? Like, yeah, I got very lucky after you logged out. Honestly, he probably thought I bought the gold. Because no one believes anyone when they say they got 2 epics in a row, you know? I did take a screenshot of it, but it was a lot harder to like share screenshots and shit back in the day. You had your guild forums, but you had to like upload them to Imgur or whatever. And it's like, oh man. It's just so much work to share a screenshot. It's not like today when you just take one and paste it. There's some mountain silver sage around, but we are low level, so I don't really want to go and grab it. Because there's a good chance there might be a bear up there or an owl beast, something that will murder me. There's a dragon that flies down this road. That's also something to look out for. Big blue dragon. Those are for Eastern Kingdoms, right? Oh, one's for East. No recipe. About this one.
Time is money, friend. Keep
Nope.
it real.
Time is money, friend.
Yeah, I went to use this bank. 3 stealth rogues killed me. Good times. Very good times.
Keep it real.
Get to an hour in stream and you start yawning. Classic.
Can I help you? For the Alliance.
I'm not gonna take that quest yet,
Have a good one.
but I will take that one.
See you around.
Not
See
that
you
one
around.
either. We're probably gonna come here before we go to Eastern Plague Lands, I would assume. Maybe. In some of Eastern Plague Lands, you can definitely start a bit early. Let's see. Where are we headed? Could go get our training. Our quest here. I guess it's worth going to Darnassus. There's a few quests back. And we can just go over to the other continent. Always love this crazy music.
What brings you here?
Alright. Darnassus. Well, we've grabbed the top of the world flight points now. The elemental invasion. I do want to be able to grind on this lake on most of the characters as we approach 60. Naturally, I do generally level here for a few levels as we get close to 60. But when the elemental invasion's around, I'm just like, nah, man. We ain't going anywhere near that. There is going to be a little bit of grinding to do on probably all the characters as we get close to the 60. As boring as that might be. Don't know where I'm going to take my non-Medley warrior next. We're 54. We have Plague Lands, Balwood, Unguro. Probably Unguro is probably the best place to go. But being a warrior and not wanting to lose that character because it's directly tied to my friends also playing the game, it's like, I don't want to lose either of my warriors because one of them's tied to my Phantom Blade and the other one's tied to my playing. Gary playing your warrior. We just retire Francie now that she made Phantom Blade? Nah. Imperial plate gear needs to be created. Gonna be an awesome set. I don't know if I'll be able to get any of it going this league. because it is going to be quite difficult to get thorium. Since we're not quite in like the high 50 zones yet. So a lot of mithril, the low 50s. But I think if we can get towards it, then it would be pretty good. Let's see what level you need for the first Imperial plate item. Need 265 blacksmithing. Chests and legs are 300 apparently. That's crazy. Can be a lot. Can't remember. Was this 245? I think it might be 245, the Phantom Blade. Yeah, 245. Phantom Blade is really good. 40 to 49 weapon. Well, considering it starts at 40. It's always fun reading the comments on Wowhead, which, you know, goes back to like Fotbot, Alakazam, stuff like that. The Breath of Winds are so hard to find. True. True and real. That was the worst part of the grind. The Breath of Winds. It literally made me go insane in the desert. 4 hours of running around the desert. Like, it felt like I was actually in a desert. It was that bad. Where are our quests? Play the rogue one. Yes, this one walks around a lot. But we'll find her somewhere. March of Silifid, which we'll need when we go down to Unguro. Go see our favorite rogue trainer. See why she's my favorite momentarily. Sorry, man. I mean, I'm very good, you know, Lena's eye level. It's not my fault that I'm steering.
Hello. Good luck, friend. Vishnu Allah.
Do we need kidney shot? I guess it does increase the time. Crippling poison. And might as well grab Saint.
Goddess watch over you.
Nice. Just walk in there and there's the booba staring at us. Lena is the perfect eye level for it, so I can't even avoid. I think the poison guy
Ishnu Allah.
might as well make some more poisons while we're in town. Any of those. Not 12. And we can make some big crippling. Which are quite expensive. But considering, you know, we don't need to replace them for quite some time, it's worth it. The thing that sucks about poison making is it also scales with your level, right? So you're always capping it very easily. But then when you need to level it up, mostly in the early levels, you get stuck having to like make 100 of the same poison. Crippling Poison 2 looks cool. I like how it changes the graphic actually, because Instant Poison has always looked the same, but different. I don't even know if I've used a Vanish on this character yet. Felt pretty safe. There she is. Need that lady. Someone stop her. Need to talk to her.
Farewell.
Lady, halt.
Elune Adore. Farewell.
As I guess we'll go up to the Plague Lanes and in the quest. We could also do the first quest, cleared away. Maybe we get lucky and get the Arthas's Tear. Gift of Arthas, rather. Arthas's Tear is what we need for Gift of Arthas. I guess that might be worth doing. Go grab Bungle in the jungle. The quest that leads into it, at least. Because I do like doing this quest on the rogue. Pawn captures queen and stuff like that. Not so bad. So I guess we'll go mess around at the top of Eastern Kingdoms for a bit. Now. Person opening lockboxes and they got Ultra in their name, and I'm like, aren't Ultra players Southbound? But he is level 60. Makes sense.
I'm listening. Farewell.
Make that money, get that epic mount. Alright. Back on the road again. I don't think I'll be opening other people's lockboxes. Because I can't anyway. Trading is locked. I don't have a southbound buff, but I can't trade. I remember in the earlier levels when I was just running around on like one of my casters and people would like make water beside me and then try to trade with me and they couldn't. Like, last first. I think that boat's gonna leave without me. And it's funny because when they try to trade me, it says I decline. Because it's locked. Goes the boat. I never would have made it even with the nifty stopwatch. Ah well. Don't cry, it's gonna come back. Now we shall wait. Fellow human who is filling the role as a healer paladin. Basically like my warrior priest in Warhammer, you know. I could be running around for two-handed smacking people in the face, smacking orcs up, but being a healer in that game is actually pretty fun. I think when I hit level 40 I might dabble in both though, so it's a long way to go. Could allow me a little bit of fun. It's interesting, on that game I was able to get Frankie as my name. But then I looked myself up on Armory and there's a bunch of other Frankies, but they're not Frankie, they're Frankie and then something after that. And I'm like, man, no one tried to just get the original name? Kind of strange. Like maybe someone did have it. And maybe I come along and stole it, because I think names are only saved for like 2 months on that server. If you don't play for 2 months, then people can steal your name. Which is probably actually what happened. So one day Frankie will come back and be like, someone stole my name. I'll be like, hello, it was me. But it's my name, so... I've never been able to get my own name in WoW. That's why I always go like Franker or something like that. Or I change it and go Francie. Damn, look at that. He's already got his frickin' mask. The strong rogue. Having Unrelenting Rallying Cry to Dragon Slayer at low level as well, just a consistent world buff, is probably so ridiculous. Like, I could see you logging on at level 1 with Rallying Cry and just absolutely smoking everything. Like, you hit a mob one time and it dies. You have 150 attack power or something. Like, I've only got 258 attack power without the world buff. I would have 400 with the world buff. That's how ridiculous the world buff is. You gotta imagine that at level 1, right? Plus all the credit gives you. Pretty insane. That's why I didn't allow myself to get world buffs though, because I realized how strong it was at low level. Portal money. Thanks, Paul. Needed that 7 intellect that makes me feel very smart. Almost got 40 int. I wonder why they're called portal money, because, you know, they can port people for money, but portal money kind of sounds like they're buying portals. Maybe they're selling portals so they can buy portals on their alts. Interesting. Sorry. I had a much better sleep last night than the night before. There was no helicopter sounds last night, at least. But it wasn't like a full 8 hours. And I did wake up early to a child screaming across the road or something. That's always fun. When you wake up and just hear a child going, "Wah!" Like, cool. Awesome. Love it. I don't know if I've been up to the Plague Lane. Gotta stop in Hillsbraid anyway to get the rogue quest.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we haven't been there.
Safe travel.
So we'll have to ride up there too. That's fine. We'll go stop up there and hand in that quest. Do clear the way with 5k experience and kill 20 mobs as well. I actually got to my warrior Sunken Temple quest last night. It's like, go and kill 50 guys. I'm like, what the 50 guys? Like, you're already killing a lot of guys in the blasted lanes, right? But then you gotta kill 50 guys? That's a lot. And it's not just 50 dudes, it's 50 dudes that are all named. So, you know, you gotta kill 20 of these ones, 20 of those ones, 10 of these ones. Ridiculous. But I'll probably do that at like level 56 or something, because I am taking that warrior to 57 before I get ready for Sunken Temple. We're going to do a late Sunken Temple, just so we can be sure that we can complete it and not have to worry, and then we just go to level 60 after that pretty much. Maybe do like a few BRD runs for some gear. I love how these quests are still going up. One should insert Heatkiller's rod. Huh? You heard me. So we'll stop up here and then probably just go up that way to Plague Lanes. Past the dragon. One of the coolest things, like I'm looking forward to rewatching the Hardcore Medley videos just to remember exactly what has happened. Because there have been some moments where it's just like, it's like 1 in 1,000. For that dragon to be coming right as I'm fighting Cyclonian, stuff like that. It doesn't happen to everybody. But it happened to me, and I thought it was going to happen to me as well. I was like, I'm sure this dragon will probably show up. Then it did. He was manifested. Also, that gas that arrived at my house from the gas fairy or Santa Claus or whoever, it is gas, because put it in the lawnmower yesterday and it rained. So GG. Free gas. Smelt like gas. I didn't taste it, so I don't know if it tastes like it. There's a box here. It says do not touch. I will not touch. Junk boxes needed. Why would I want to grind Ravenholt? That's not for anything. They didn't. I don't even think they did anything with Ravenholt, Roop, and Sod, did they? I don't remember seeing anything. Just gonna assume they didn't.
What can I do for you?
Is that you, mate? I mean, it looks like you, but it also looks like Fiend. Maybe this is old Fiend.
For the Alliance. Light bless you.
We've got to get our bag. We'll get that when we go to Ajara to do our grinding. Old Fiend. TV. Happens to all of us, you know? Yeah, if you open that box, you get jumped by some rogues. They kill you. I mean, it literally says, do not open, move along. So, yeah, anyone who's silly enough, open it, kind of deserve what's coming. But some rogues are greedy. Why are they playing rogues? Now, if you were a hunter and it said move along, do not touch, I could expect 99% of hunters to open it because hunters are more greedy than 100%. Hunters want all the loot. So if they see loot and then it says you cannot have the loot, they're gonna try and get the loot. Silly hunters. Any dragons? Someone's been killing turtles. Teenage Mutant Turtles. It's interesting that Chillwind Point explores there. Because we're not even at Chillwind. We're very far away. Someone's been killing a lot of turtles. Here's the turtle killer. Already got their whirlwind eggs. Glad they don't run into a dragon. They'll be dragon. Be dragon what? Nothing. Plagueis Lands. We did get kind of lucky with the Gift of Arthas last time, actually. I think on my very first hardcore rogue, I think it dropped while we were killing. We don't need to get that lucky with it this time because we've got multiple characters to go through before we really need it to happen. But I would like it to
See you
happen.
later. For the Alliance.
Need help? Have a good one. Farewell.
So at some point we might end up having to
Farewell.
grind.
Safe travels.
Need help?
For the item.
Be careful.
We shall see. Got so many trinkets. We trinket out of our mind. We got 4 trinkets. Probably get rid of the Luther, honestly. But it's sort of useful at times, but removing a bleed effect. It's not really a trinket that I have on. Locked. Alright, hopefully we don't get freshed 100 times. He did fresh me immediately, so he had one ready to go. The rune cloth grind begins. We are going to be using it to make bandages before we use it for rep, but the rune cloth grind does begin. Not going to use any potion for this quest since we're just here to do the quest and then bugger off. But I will use a food. When we go down to the blasted lanes, I will start using I guess Grocket did go into Burning Steeps, didn't he? Kind of forgot about that, even though it was risky as fuck. Like it was not safe. You got 1 health. Clout mace. Now I've got the clout. Get into OnlyFans. I do not care about clout. Like I have no desire to be a big streamer or anything, you know, I just make content. I've thought about it in the past. Like, yeah, it might be cool, but also there's a lot of things that you gotta do that I don't like doing bar a big stream. At some point, in my Twitch journey I wanted. Slavering ghouls arrive at your doorstep. You can Xenos' words and using them differently. These players are pretty crazy though. Well, they do a lot of damage. But they're the ones that drop the Gift of Arthas, so please drop me a Gift of Arthas. Right, rude. It's such a fast cast, that toxic slide. Gonna be one guy out there right now saying, why didn't he use slice and dice on this mob? When I made my I was reckless video of my first hardcore rogue, people were so fixated on the fact that I wasn't slice and dicing every single mob. But you pick and choose, man. Plus, slice and dice isn't always a good thing. Like, sometimes you don't want to parry haste an elite mob and make it hit you much faster, you know? That was certainly interesting. But that's the way the internet is. Some people are like, you have to min-max everything all the time. You cannot have a little bit of fun. Speaking of a little bit of fun, I might need a bath. No, we should be okay. Jeez. Those guys do it. No, it was fine. Rocket didn't take this much damage, but I guess Rocket isn't standing in their face tanking, you know. These goals are painful. Especially when they parry my attack. A human warrior with a cat. Nice. Gonna be me, even though I'm not a human warrior. It is gonna be me one day. I have my cat on my human rogue. %100% will happen. Nice when like all the places where I'm questing are like, you know, don't have people. It's free. Hello, alt control. That was a joke. I made that. No, he poisoned me. A two-handed sword of the eagle again. This is where it starts becoming really good weapons when you get two-handers and they start having good damage, but then they're of the eagle and you're like, fuck. Speaking of hot, it was hot yesterday. I think it was like 27 all day, which for New Zealand, South Island, pretty hot. Even when I went to bed, I was still hot. I was like, man, I lived in Australia, but this feels like I'm living in Australia now. So I went to bed with just a t-shirt and shorts on, which is not something I generally do in New Zealand because I am scaredy of the cold. I don't like being cold even when I'm in bed, you know. And then when I woke up, it wasn't so hot, and my nose was like running, and I'm like, fuck me, can't win. So I guess it got cold overnight. Funny how much your body changes when you live in a different country. Like when I was living in Australia, obviously it was always freaking hot. And even though I was born in New Zealand and got used to the cold of New Zealand, I am kind of bad with the cold now. But also it was too hot for like my hot threshold to be okay. 27 is when it starts to become a bit too uncomfortable, you know? I like a good 20-degree day, that's fine. Anything higher than like 24, I start to become... I'm burning. So it has been hot. I think today's a lot better. It's cloudy outside, so it's probably not going to be too bad. So I can only imagine that the North Island is probably cooking. Something wild. I wouldn't mind a bacon egg pie. And the bandages I gotta go through right now because these mobs absolutely slap. Probably clear this flare so I can get these two. Ah, yes. I'm just thankful that, you know, in a hot day, it's like, man, I'm glad I don't work outside. Like, imagine being someone whose job is being outside all day. Dinner today is lamb shanks, I believe. Probably some veggies to go with it. Meat and veg. I'll have to ask the chef. Just shot my sword at that mob. Interesting. Yep. You know, I lived in Dunedin last year and I didn't really need sunscreen, but I definitely feel like I should buy some sunscreen now. It's not even summer and it's being hot. It's like, the sun actually comes out. That's crazy. Need one more ghoul. I did get a tiny little bit of sunburn a few weekends ago while mowing the lawns because I was outside for 3 hours, but thankfully it only lasted like a day. It was very marginal, like I was on the cusp. But I'm gonna get a good tan this year, I think. I'm not gonna be so pale. Funny, there was this girl in Dunedin that was, you know, we were talking and she's like, it's good to go outside sometimes, you know, and I'm like, all right. Just because I was pale. I wasn't interested in her or anything, but something that she said. Good to go outside, but there's no frickin' sun down here, so I don't even think it would help anyway. It's how I felt when I was living in Dunedin. Alright, that quest is done.
Hey
We're
there.
almost 60k
Have
through.
a good one. See you around. See you later.
Next quest will
Right
wait.
with you.
Fragments go. Keep the scourge stones later. I guess I'm sending this sword to Baumer. If it was of the bear, I would potentially send it to Francie to replace the whirlwind axe with. It is better. The sword, but it is better.
My, you're a
But I
tall
guess I'll
one.
send it to Baumer and
Alrighty then.
see if we use it
Hi, how
in the
are you?
hinterlands.
Off and away.
1 minute flight. Big sword, isn't it? Getting hit by that would hurt. You wouldn't be waking up the next morning. I mean, it is called the beheading blade. So, yeah, it does look like, you know, something that an executioner might use. Here we've got to get the violet dragon. That's all I've really got to do here. And after we get the violet dragon, we can just go to Blasted Lands. We don't really need a hand in the quests. Go there. Gotta say it Tragen rather than Tragen, you know. Let's go last. Not Legolas. Let's go last. Pretty good name, actually. Fellow human rogue. I kill pirates. He's level 47 though, so maybe he's done killing pirates. So that's why he's out here killing trolls. Oh, look at this. A little solid chest for us. A regular occurrence. Not bad, but not better than what I got. I mean, technically it is higher level, but I do lose agility on it, so we're not going to be wearing it. It's also kind of ugly. If I found one that had like 14 agil, and in the big stem also, then I'd be like, that's kind of worth. But giving up 3 agility for 5 stem is not exactly something I would do, to be honest. I like DPS. But yeah, I'm glad that I have heat pumps in all the rooms, because I think I might need to use the cold setting over summer if it's going to be as hot as it is already. Like me. Yeah, miss. And that takes me back to living in Australia when you have the aircon on all day because it's fucking 40 degrees and the humidity is 100%. You live with the AC on in Australia because otherwise you die. That is done. Now we shall go all the way down. Probably stopping in Stormwind first. Do we need to? Yeah, I do want to put the Icarvundi from the bank at least. We're gonna need the bag spaces in Blasted Lands. Like, even though I have 3 14 slot bags on this character, they are full of shit. My bags are full of shit. We've been down to the Blasted Lands? No. Nice, we get an extra 5k experience for walking to a dude there. That's pretty cool. Stop yawning. Me? Might take a break while I'm flying to Stormwind because it is a long flight anyway. Get up, walk around, take a leak, maybe eat a muesli bar. Wake up a little bit. Wonder if I'll ever not be tired. Probably not. I'm nearly 40. Just the way it is. Alright. I'll be back soon. Hello. Yeah, Stormwind Bound. Probably make some bandages while I'm there. Gives us 34 bandages, hopefully, to get through Blasted Lands with. We'll at least start doing Blasted Lands today. I don't know if we'll finish it all. It is a lot of grinding. If there's other people there, it can take a bit extra time, but we'll give it a go. I did manage to finish it all on my non-Medley warrior last night in a few hours. There was no one else there, it was nice. You know, playing Oceanic times instead of American times, there's no one on the server. Easy and free, honestly.
King's honor, friend.
Herbs and stuff. Say herbs and spices, they are not spices. We'll put the rune cloth in here for now. Actually, it probably only took me just over an hour to finish Blasted Lands on that warrior. We were absolutely blasting it. I'll probably have to go and get some more bruiseweed soon, so we can continue to have
Light
Troll's
bless
Blood
you.
potions running. Plus, I wouldn't mind getting some more for other characters. Francie has a lot now, but you know, Bauman might want some. Speaking of Bauman, here you go. Time to take this out of the mail. It's one less of those that we need. Feet of the Lynx. Such a good item for a level 19. It's too bad this is not a PvP server. You have a level 19 twink? You go smack people up with the feet of the Lynx?
See you around.
Your movement speed enchant? Oh. It's just one of the items, but it's a good start. Mert. He's not dirt, he's Mert.
Light be with you.
I read that man's name as Piss Bottle.
Go with all.
It is not Piss Bottle. It is Pill Bottle. Happens. We head to the Blasted Lane. I actually managed to find one of the imperfect fragments on my warrior last night. Extra 5.6k experience, which is amazing. I hope that I can find it on some of these Medley characters. I didn't find it on Grocket. But, I mean, 5.6k experience is massive. You only get 4.4 for the grindy quests. We're not going to find an imperfect one. Or is it the flawless? Yeah, the flawless one. Because, Pyramus drops those. I don't know if they drop from anything else. Just Turamus. Makes sense. We're definitely not going to be getting any of those. Because I can't kill Turamus. On my hunter, at level 60, I could kill Turamus. I probably won't. I'm not that brave. But I could. Maybe. Maybe I could try. A little bit of fun. Do a Turamus kill. How to kill Turamus in hardcore. You just kite him into the town and run him around the stables. The gate there that you can jump over. The old gate kite straight. Speaking of Turamus, any Turamus? Do not see him. Hopefully I continue to not see him. Because not seeing him is my favourite Turamus. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, you just kite him around here. Guess we can take that off now. Got grinding scourge now.
Hello.
Need this quest. Not going to take the other quest because it's for a dungeon. We're not doing them. I'm always scared about jumping in this tower just in case I miss and fall like a bunch of floors, but we are on the rogue, which means we do have safe fall. So we wouldn't die. Because of my friends that are playing hardcore with me, some of them are playing Warhammer online with me. And in that game, you can fall from very big heights and not die. Every time we jump off a mountain in that game or something, I'm like, remember, when you play hardcore WoW, can't do this. Because WoW fall damage is much higher than Warhammer's fall damage. You can sometimes just jump down a whole... Like, you can jump out of a tower in Warhammer and not die. They're built differently over there. WoW characters are so weak. Also, I consider like my health is already higher in Warhammer at level 15 than it is at level 50, so yeah, they're pretty weak. Count on me, hero. Not do this quest for lots of levels, but maybe I will do it at some point. It's a very long quest chain, this one. I like it. Like, you end up having to fight a demon at the top of this cliff, and he has a knockback and can throw you off the cliff, which is pretty funny. I don't know if I'd do it on hardcore, but it's a pretty epic quest chain, I will say.
I am listening. What brings you here? Hello.
Can I assist you? Till next we meet. Good luck, friend. Till next we meet.
Alright. I won't make a shopping list. I'll just remember how many of each thing I need. Did this quest last night. Well, these quests last night. So I should have a pretty good understanding of how many things I need. But we'll focus the basilisks and the birds if I can. Should have put poisons on my weapons. Well, I completely forgot. Nearly 1,000 damage. Pretty good. These guys, any mob that has Slayer in their name has an execute. It's a good way to remember if a mob can just randomly kill you if you're under 20% health. If a mob has Slayer in its name, it does have an execute. So for anyone who might play WoW in the future, to remember. Yeah, that's the problem with these quests though. Your inventory gets filled up with so much bullshit because you're fighting a lot of beasts. Do the Scorpion, and I'm gonna head over to the Basilisks. I don't like these Scorpions though, because they poison. They're Scorpions. Of course they poison. But, you know, I'm a rogue, so it's more annoying because I can't stealth. Easily, anyway. So we need 14 Vulture Gizzards, 5 Nickerfang Jowls, 6 Blasted Boar Lungs, I think 6 Scorpid Pincers, and 11 Basilisk Brains. We just gotta remember that. And then we're GG. Hopefully all of this can get us at least close to 51. If it doesn't get us all the way. Like I might have some competition for the quest though. Just gonna check if there's a black dragon flying around before I head down. Sadly, someone's also killing the stuff that I need to kill, so... Not great. We're just gonna assume that Tyrannus isn't here. Until I see him. So I don't want to be scared of Tyrannus if he's not around, you know? The Hunter's been killing everything. Medley. I want to kill everything. I wonder if these guys do their flame. Someone in chat said don't kill all, please. You have to kill all. Mainly that hunter though. Why they they peep back there? Gotta be cautious when you first come here. Because, you know, there might be a dragon flying around. And even over here is dead. Might be hard to get the blasted lanes done, but like I said, we can at least try to start. One too many sins. Got a lot of armor here with it. And we're at the mercy of RNG, so not only do we have to deal with a bunch of people, there's at least 4 people doing quests right now out here. We've also got RNG to deal with. So I don't think it's going to be the easiest thing to get done. I need a leaving basilisk brain, but those were 2 brainless basilisks. Here's the level 60 hunter that's looking for herbs. It's funny, this zone, because it's pretty much like a classic version of Hellfire Peninsula, right? Gets you ready for Hellfire. You got similar mobs, similar vibes. Basilisk. I don't want it to be there because I'm pretty sure that might be where Tiramis spawns. I'm not 100% sure. That's where he goes and sits when he is around, so I think it might be a spawn point, but I don't actually know. I've never seen him spawn. But just in case, I don't want to be there. Because that's the next scary thing. Even if Tiramis isn't up, he might randomly appear at some point. That's why Blasted Lanes always gives me like, scary vibes. We're heading with our bow now. More often than not. Nice. We had 2 basilisks with brains back to back. That's always good. I think if I stay in stealth and walk up to these guys, their fire attack would actually hit me and bring me out of stealth, so gotta be careful when approaching these ones. Priest must be looking for birds. That's how it goes. That's why I focus the birds and the basilisks first, because they're like the most important things. The other things you just get over time. You need to search a little bit for like scorpions, but that's alright. But you can really get caught up on the birds and basilisks. Why? So on the warrior for the warrior quest, I need to kill like 50 of these guys. Don't really need to do it on the Medley characters because we're not going to be doing dungeons anyway. But you know, it might be worth for experience. Also, basilisk can spawn as boars, which means that killing the boars is worth it. Drum's blood over there, but I don't really want to go over there and get it because but as of right now, I don't think Turimus is up. We'll just continue with that assumption until maybe we see it. I'd prefer not to see it, however. I've only actually seen Turimus one time during the hardcore medley. Obviously, I wasn't questing in the zone at that point, but sometimes when I flew over or something, I'd have a look for him. I've only seen him one time the whole medley. I think as soon as the hunters figured out they could like grind their ults to level 60 from about level 20 within an hour. Obviously more setup time than that though. They're like, yeah, Turimus is dead all the time now. It has made this zone a lot less scary because, you know, having a black dragon flying around 24/7 is a very scary thing. So I appreciate the hunters who are doing the public service of getting rid of that dragon. They don't call him Turimus the Devourer for nothing. Does eat your soul. Lead him. Doesn't even want you to play him the best song in the world or eat your soul. He just wants to eat it. Scorpa Pinks is kind of was the worst drop when I did this on the non-medley warrior last night. So if it happens again, thankfully we only need 6 of them, but sometimes the RNG is not great. But I was the only one here last night, so it's going to be even worse today. There are at least 4 other people doing quests. It's always scary when you're in a little cubby like this, because Turimus could be around the corner. You don't even know. Unless you got a rear tracker on, but that's cheating. If I die due to situational awareness, I don't want an add-on having a like impact on that, you know. our Basilisk respawned as Hellboars, which isn't very fun. They're level 53. And they do consistent damage to melee. Hoping no one comes along and kills the birds before I get in there, but I need to clear this. Bird, bird, bird. I think this zone is the zone that I swing the camera around the most, though. Because even when I'm feeling safe in this area, I'm just like, you never know. He could respawn at any moment. One Basilisk. Okay, there are a few Basilisks. Right, this Basilisk. DPS marauding. Not allowed. Everyone should know the rules of the hardcore Medley. Know that I'm not allowed to do dungeons. How's that guy standing over there? Here. You don't need to pick up those quests, thankfully, for the drops to happen. So. If we get lucky and do get an imperfect, just hand it in even without it. Nice. Bullshit, he got me from that far. It's an AU latency. I'm not even in AU. It's an NZ latency. So used to blaming Australia lag. "16 years of blaming Australian lag, you know? So used to it. I'm not going to kill all the Hellboars to respawn them as Basilisks. I did have to kill the Hellboars on my warrior, because you got to kill 7 of them for the level 50 warrior quest. That was actually pretty good. Added some more Basilisks to the pool. Not doing it on route. We're almost halfway through the level. Pretty pretty good. Go for that Bessie. What was that lag? Monkeys. It was like a little frame rate stutter. Pyramid spawning in. So this crystal gaze you can interrupt and it's like a stun. The other crystal gaze is a magic stun and you can't interrupt it. But it does break when the mob hits you. It's interesting that they got two. I was trying to cheap shot. I wasn't even stealthed. Brain off. Brain off killing. The mobs be dropping stuff. Kill this before. I remember, you know, because I was spamming cheap shot just in getting it off. I remember on the last hardcore service, my kidney shot would always go off afterwards because I'd be spamming it so much that it would like spell batch together. I haven't really had that issue on these. They might be working a little bit better than the... I definitely still spam the shit out of it sometimes. But I'd always cheap shot and then kidney shot would immediately go off because they're on the same button. It was always annoying. I really had to deal with it. Thankfully. Our first pincer. Now we've got everything. Just need 6, 3, 5, 9, 3. Exactly. I guess we'll look for Basilisk before we worry about killing the boars. There are some. Don't know where the people have gone, but maybe they finished right as I got here. Maybe I, for the first time ever, instead of having people rock up right as I'm about to finish, I rocked up right as they're about to finish. That would be a nice change. Because there's so many quests that I'm almost done, and then like 1 or 2 people show up. But man, I couldn't even waited for like 5 minutes. Yeah, the problem with these quests though, as you can see, when I got that 4th ore lung, they stop counting once you've like passed the highest amount that you need for a quest. Well, you just gotta do the math yourself. Would have been great if I had reached the experience to do this, but it's okay. Can't have reached experience for everything. We're not going to be streaming tomorrow, so we'll gain some. Sadly, I would like to, but There's things to do. The more, or the closer we get to TBC, the more I want to stream, because obviously I want to finish the medley, or as close to it as possible before TBC comes out. I want to be a part of that. The hype of TBC hardcore. Because I've been playing way too much classic, right? So I would like to do something different. And TBC is something different. So what, they're warlocks. Might be doing stones that bind us. Or he's looking for Turamus. I don't know if Turamus can be used to grief while in this zone. I'm assuming because he doesn't leash as much out of the zone, or in the zone rather. It's not like on the unofficial hardcore servers where Turamus would just be running around Elwyn Forest and shit like that. There was something special about the unofficial hardcore servers because people were able to grief. I think that's going to happen again in TBC. I'm not 100% sure how it will happen, but I can assume there's going to be ways that people are going to be able to grief people. Maybe walk a foul reaver over here or something like that, you know? So, yeah, I think that is going to be a problem that happens again for streamers. But, you know, people have made their decision. They want to play some TBC hardcore. I want to play some TBC hardcore. So it's a problem people are willing to deal with. The guy must have ran around the whole block. He must be searching for Turamus. Or something else, I don't know. Why would a 53 warlock be searching for Turamus? Don't want to start questing here until he knows for sure. Which is a good idea. Sometimes I do that. But oftentimes I just start questing and hope. Oh, nice. We did get one of them. That's 5k experience. Paid for free. That's awesome. And maybe a piece of loot. Like a level 47 plus of the monkey item or something. That'd be nice. down the brainless basilisks again. Dang, brainless basilisk. Every time something spawns in, I'm just like, ooh. Like, I remember doing quests out here on Ugro and Turamis was up that whole time. I was here for like 3 hours, I want to say, and Turamis was just stalking me the whole time. It was so scary. There's someone who sometimes has heart problems. It's like, gonna have a heart attack today. Do not want. But yeah, I'm assuming he's not up today. We've not seen him. I'm glad I didn't kill this mob before it did that, because that could have been bad. We're just standing there. Imagine Turamis respawn. Like, oh, you're standing here for 10 seconds, are you? See you later then. Alright, what do we get out of the bag? A intellect lever belt. Not great. We could send it to friend and I don't know if it's gonna be useful, but we could send it to friend. He hasn't had mail for a few weeks. Be nice to get some mail, you know. Keep this bag open. That thing has a really long range. It's actually quite hard to get away from that with the latency. We're 9 of 11 basilisk's brains already, so that's awesome. I've never seen this guy wander around so much. But usually he's just hanging out at his house. I'm saying you a hellboy. Listening all the time. I've said it many a time when I'm leveling here, but I always wish the lightning was like real lightning and it could sometimes just strike you. It would add a mechanic to the zone, which doesn't really need one, but it'd be immersive. There's also a red at spawn. I remember killing it on one of my first hardcore characters. I'm not sure if it was Franco or Ugro, but I do remember killing it. Not Turamis. He is a rare, but it wasn't him. I don't think I could manage that. Even if I could kill Turamis, I don't think I would, because I'd probably be so nervous while doing it, you know. There's a mage here now. He is a frost mage, so he's cheating. Why he's here at 48 rather than 51 like Rocket was. See if I can get over to that Grom's blood before anyone goes and takes it after this mob. The mob's a bit more important for me. See with competition. Grom's blood is just potential elixirs. I always wonder, with these level 60 hunters running around, if they see you get their Grom's blood, I wonder how like upset they would be. Like imagine Tyrannus spawns, right? And then that guy was like, oh, you took my Grom's blood, I'm gonna run Tyrannus over you. Like over 1 gold. Grom's blood are like 90 silver or something. I looked last night on my non-Medley character. I was like, are these worth selling to buy potions? Not really. They're pretty cheap. I think the market is just flooded with Grom's blood. To the point where it might not even be the best herb to, like, farm. But people still be farming them. I guess you do need a lot of them for, like, flasks and shit. Pretty sure. The Dark Moon Fiesta one? I don't think it is, huh? I was about to say, maybe I should go get the 10% damage buff on that warrior and have Oni plus that. Absolutely blast shit. I mean, it doesn't really need a 10% damage buff because it's already doing 200 DPS single target. That warrior is very geared. I was thinking about going Fury. I got Fresh Blade and his Vanquisher sword in my offhand. Bad. I was wondering if Fury would be even better to level with, you know. Especially with the Oni buff, because, you know, then you absolutely blast it. But I do like arms. Pretty nice. Got a new Mortal Strike last night. I remember standing here killing a mob and then Tyrannus came flying towards him. I'm like, holy shit. Because even though he was very far away, he was still very big. Why I don't like being in the zone where he is. A lot of boars right now. Boars on parade. But if we get through this unscathed, we are finished our boars. Next stream, we gotta finish anything here, we'll do that, but next stream should be Grom's blood there, but I have to fight a mob for it. One might come along and I do have distraction. Really? You foul beast. It was not in aggro radius. And then he just decided he wanted to. Still gonna take it. Not worried about the Snicker Fangs just yet because there's going to be a lot of them to kill up north when we're going for those and the pincers. I'd rather get all the basilisks and the birds. Sadly, the birds have stopped dropping anything. We're at 7 of 14. It's not going well for the birds right now. Considering how many we've killed. Yellow food buff again. We're already over 100,000 experience after handing in quests, but we've still got to get the materials, so it's looking alright for now. I don't know if we'll make it all the way to 51, but the closer we get, the better. Come on, birds. What are you doing? Why are you being terrible? Dropping your loot. Basilisks have been beating your ass. Why he decided to behind me. Fighting these level 52 mobs is definitely a challenge. Need one more Basilisk brain now though. The 7 Vulture gizzards. I am probably gonna have to go sell my junk momentarily. These birds are sad, you know. I keep coming back and using Blade Flurry Adrenaline Rush against them every time. They're probably like, what the fuck? Why are you picking on us? I was like, why am I getting frostbolted? I'm not in PvP. For a moment there, I was like, why do I feel like I'm on a PvP server all of a sudden? My heart sank a little bit, like a mage attacked me. Gave me a little bit of adrenaline. Hardcore PvP server would be crazy. Like, I actually had an adrenaline rush just then. From being frostbolted by a mob. I legit was like, wait, why is there a frost mage attacking me? Like, is someone hacking? Oh. Now I got the adrenaline rush shakes. Help. Alright, we got all of our basilisk brains. Got all of our boar ribs. Whatever we get them from them. We need 6 more birch whatevers. Gizzards. And then scorpions and hyenas. The birds have not been dropping well, I will say. Like, we have killed a lot of them. I'm gonna go to town and sell my items, because I only have 1 bag space left. This guy's probably going over to where I want to go. Yeah, getting frostbolted by that mob scared me. Did not expect to be frostbolted. Can I do anything with eggs? There should be something to cook, like, but I don't know. Let's send this bout to friend. Don't know if she'll use it, but like I said, it's nice to get mail sometimes, so it's been a while since she's had mail. Giving her some mail is probably a good thing. 60,000 experience to go this level. It's been a longer level. We're 3 hours 3 minutes right now. But we have done a bit of running around. So. Turn and basilisk bites. What that gives us might be turret.
I am listening. What brings you here? Hello.
Intellect.
What brings you here?
I mean, we're going to turn them all in anyway, so no reason not to. It looks like that paladin or someone else might have killed everything over here. But we do need to kill scorpions and hyenas now, so might as well focus on them a little bit. Problem with scorpions is their poison does stack. That man must have seen me looking at that scorpion. He was like, oh, you might steal the bird, so I'm gonna kidney shot this. Don't know if it will actually be better than just damaging it, but I don't want to get more poison on me, so... Paladin also maybe ran away from the fight. He was having... All because he's greedy and decided he wanted to also fight the bird. It's okay. Like we all need mobs. We're all gonna be tripping over each other, but don't need to get yourself killed over it. At least these seem to be dropping well. Don't think these ones cast. He's still fighting that bird. They do have a cast, not like bad one. Two more of those. Well, that paladin's probably going to be like, ooh, I'll get all of these mobs. I think he might just need scorpions and birds on us. Which makes sense, because scorpions and birds are like hardest. Hyenas do respawn as scorpions sometimes. That is one of the issues with blasted lanes. People only kill what they need. But then sometimes there's nothing that they need, so they gotta kill a bunch of other mobs. If we all just went around killing everything, it might be really good. Those pants aren't bad, but we're not going to be using. Got all our hyenas now. We need scorpions and vultures. And that is all, sadly. Because I need a lot of vultures. I've only got 6, we need 12 the item. Rojo beef. That sounds kinda suggestive, Rojo beef. I hit level 60. A Rojo beef. Yep. Suggestive. Damn it. Alright. one more pincer. Yep. Almost failed that cheap shot because I pressed it, but the 200 latency was like, no. If the poison had ticked, I wouldn't have got that. Nice. Alright, pincers are done. We just need vultures. At least those spawn by themselves. They don't have like respawn friends. But I'm pretty sure that paladin also needs vultures. So we're likely to see a lot of dead vultures as we go around. I mean, they sometimes have a respawn friend. That basilisk back there could be a vulture. At least one. Why are the vultures being terrible? Literally only need vultures now. There's usually one over here. Right now. One. So we need 6 vulture gizzards, and they are not dropping at all. So, well, strap in, I guess. We might be here for the rest of the day. Probably is going to be the rest of the stream that we're here though. Like once I finish Blasted Lands, I'm probably done for the day. Well, I guess I might hand in the quest down in Tanaris and stuff like that. So our potions are about to run out. Shouldn't really need them for what we have left. But it is kind of annoying that also everyone else is killing vultures. I thought I was on with the vultures, you know? I felt like we had a good amount of drops from them, but apparently not. Apparently they are shafting us. Not very nice. Not gonna put poison on my weapon because I need this. No potions, no poison. Killing a vulture is more important, even if it takes longer. Finally, got one. Now we just need 5 more. See, that fella needs a lot of different mobs. Which is good for me. It means I can just scroll through and try to gather the things that I need. We did really stroll through there, didn't we? Lance strolled. Ultra Ham Bone has reached level 60. It's always nice to see an Ultra hit 60 because it is harder. I mean, a lot of it comes down to experience and knowledge. You know, not being able to see unit frames and stuff like that does affect it when it comes down to that, but it is harder. Where did that bird go? Yo, bird, you out here? I don't see no bird. Eladin got him. Glad I don't see no dragon. I would not take that route if I knew turret missiles on. Like if Turamus is alive, I'm not taking that route. Ever. It's off limits. Got the bird respawn, so hopefully we can just kill them and no one else. 4 more. I think this guy just he was looking for birds up there, so he might be looking for birds down here as well, but thankfully I was prepped. This one should respawn. But I do want to check these ones. Okay. Go here first then. If these two drop one, then we just need 2 more and that would be amazing. So please, video game. Well, they dropped 1. I did say if these 2 drop 1. Technically. Should have been more specific. It's been pretty terrible RNG on the birds though. Like usually my Basilisk brains are harder to get. I think I've killed about 40 vultures while here, honestly. At least 30. Has not been the best vulture drops. Last night was alright though, on the non-Medley warrior, they did drop a lot. So maybe I'm just making up for that. We could honestly farm Basilisk brains and things for other characters, but it's such a good grind to do these quests, I don't think I should. Away from me, Basilisk. Assuming this bird should... Although they were being killed relatively recently, like before we went over this part. And there is another one that flies down here. Everything else is reasonable. So I think it makes sense to think that he should respawn. I was right. On. 3 more birds. Give me the bird stuff. Give me the bird. Wait, what? Give me that chicken. Jesus. I mean, I said give me that chicken and he got delivered. Scared me a little bit, honestly. A little startling. Dang, I stopped attacking for so long. What the fuck? Why is the drop rate on the vulture? Because it's so bad right now. I hate it. I wanna be done so I can leave this shithole. Leave this place and never return. Sounds great. Polvar. I would love to do that. It's actually what I want. Hopefully these 2 birds over here are up. Oh. That one's not. That one's dead as fuck. But the other one might respawn. It's hard to tell when they're gonna spawn, honestly. That one's bad. Did hit, at least. No one can steal the tag. My bow skill has gone from like 40 to 70 within the last day. We've been shooting a lot. In case we need to shoot kite something, you know? We do still have our throwing weapons though. Man, this is dog shit. Even though my throwing is 50 levels lower than it could be. So if I ever need to gouge kite something with throwing weapons again, might be troublesome. I don't know if they killed those similar time. Maybe I just don't worry about those. Head south. Back down the Tiramis road that I wouldn't go if I knew he was up. I feel a sneeze. Bad thing in the blasted lane. Thankfully my body got rid of it. Like, I'm in the blasted lanes, body. I can't right now. Sneezing is a bad mechanic to do. Imagine you sneeze and you open your eyes and Tyrannus is sitting right in front of you. What the fuck? Like driving when you sneeze is a health hazard to everyone. Alright, 2 more. Please. Please, 2 more. Already handed in 1 quest, so it's not going to be the full, like, 22,000 experience, but I think it should get us pretty close to 100k into the level. So we're going to be maybe like 10,000 off leveling. There's a bit of lag as well that I can right now isn't nice. Some of these birds are not respawning. I was just about to complain about that guy. Thankfully, he heard my complaint and he immediately adjusted. See that lag though? I'm definitely lagging. Also that guy, he wanted to fight me again. I am at 270 MS, so there is some lag. My stream seems fine. So it might be a server thing rather than a me thing. But I need 1 more vulture. And then we are safe. Do I wait for this one to respawn? There's one dead over there. I missed one. But I don't know if this one's come back yet. I think I'll move on rather than camp a bird that may or may not be back. We'll be back. Better to just keep running around than camping a bird that might not spawn. It's like waiting for the chicken yesterday, you know? Chicken was never gonna spawn because it was in a perpetual fight. Please give me the last item I need. Beak. If not, make the other one respawn immediately, like last time. Oh man. I think the one that was dead down there was the one that would be spawning there, so I don't believe it's going to be spawning. This has been terrible for our buzzard drop, so I think this is actually the worst it's ever been for an item in the Blasted Lands. Like, it's definitely been over an hour. I would say it's been about an hour 20 something. But we got all the other items relatively quickly. The buzzards are just terrible. And with this lag now, it's not gonna get any better. Please. Nice. They had to kill 2 to get 1. Alright. Let us hand in these quests then.
Well, what brings you here? I'm listening.
How may I help? Be
I think we'll hand in the agility one last.
careful. Next we meet. Be
Should
careful.
we hand in the strength one last? Because we are using agility potions and it's just the same anyway.
Till next we meet.
Yeah, I will do that.
Be careful. Good luck, friend. Be careful.
I mean, I don't know if we'll actually be questing hard in the next hour anyway, but just in case. We will keep all of those. I'll drop the intellect one because it's not useful. But the rest of them we can use on our journey. Alright, Blasted Lands is complete for now. There is reason to come back later on, but for now we are done with it. Let's head down to Booty Bay and hand in this quest. Level 60 Hunter was running backwards. Always nice to see.
King's honor, friend.
Too bad it's not
Go
running
with-
truly backwards like you could do back in vanilla. And you could jump while running one direction, spin around the other direction and start moonwalking. Private servers still had that before Classic release, but as soon as Classic release they got rid of it. I don't know why Blizzard decided to nerf our fun. If private servers still have it, they could have done it, right? Ugh. 120 DPS over 2.7 million. Pretty good average for that amount. So I'm thinking we're gonna fly to Booty Bay, hand in the quests here. Honestly kind of tempted to do these just because I want more experience, but really need to. Then go down to Tanaris. Hand in the ingredient for the noggin fogger. And then I guess we just prep. Go to Ajara next stream and farm Mongoose Elixir. I guess I could go here. There are a few quests we could do here first, but The mobs that we will be killing, I think, go up to level 53 though, so it might be a little bit scary, but... No, 50 to 51 in Elwood. That's not too bad. Although I would rather kill the ones in Ajara. They're 50 to 51. Under 50. Rather. It should be alright. Bit tired now. Like, we'll hit 51 really fast when we start farming them anyway. Because we're probably gonna be like only 2 bars from 51. 50 might be a bit unsafe, but we can make it work. These people, they have a world buff constantly and they just wait around for another one. World buff havers, right? Can't believe it.
Greetings.
Although, like I
Have a great day
said,
now.
I have not had the distress beacon in Paralysis yet. It might be worth going to Feralis and grinding a little bit. Try and get that. Even if we don't get it, we can hit 51. And then be much safer in Ajara when we grind our satyrs.
Time is money, friend.
We have 9 Grom's blood now, plus the 5
Glad I
potions
could
I got
help.
on me, so that's 14 elixirs of giants. I'm hoping to have, you know, all the elixirs that we need on Francie 24/7. Person's name is You Are Trash. But they run around with dual fiery weapon. So who is Trash truly? Truly, who is Trash? You know, other than my rings, it does look like I've visited the auction house a lot on this character. Like, we got some good gear, you know? Had some good drops throughout the medley for a bunch of different characters. There's been a whole bunch of time where, like, Alia is the most scared character. Frand was the most scared character at one point, actually, my boom kit. That was crazy. So I guess we hand in the Noggin Fogger and then probably head to Feralis. I don't think I'll do the grinding today, but up for it. There's the sneeze from before. Thanks, mate.
How generous.
Rage of ages. Ages of raging. Friends. Rogues be sprinting.
Time is money, friend. Hurry
Alright.
back.
And Aris. As soon as I press sprint, I heard that other guy press sprint. Yep. What rogues be doing? I love how I already know about Guild Wars Reforged, but all of my friends are like, Guild Wars Reforged. I think it should be pretty easy to get people to play that then. But it's not a real MMO, like I said, so I don't know how much of it can be done in like group and how much that limits like the bots or whatever, but we'll see. Another MMO to play, however. We're already playing too much. We're gonna have to level to 40 in Warhammer quicker. Hello, mate of the Jeff. Target dummy down there. Very. Very big action. Nice flight path. Nearing the end of stream as well. Just did all the Blasted Lanes quests, which was a lot of grinding. Took like an hour and a half. But I do have another flight path to do after this. If you like flight paths, came at the right moment. Also flying through boats, apparently. Gotta go back and do this as well. Kidding. It is worth how much? I mean, it's 1400 experience right now. Not the worst. But I think I'll probably do it at like 52. Because then it's safe. I was just talking about Guild Wars Reforged happening. Because all of my friends keep messaging me, telling me it's coming out. Like, I already know. They're excited. It's just another MMO that I might have to play in the near future. Because as someone who never played Guild Wars 1 fully, and played the shit out of Guild Wars 2, maybe it's worth a look when it's got a better UI and everything, you know? I tried playing Guild Wars 1 after Guild Wars 2 came out. It was very hard. But with some improvements to the UI and everything, maybe it's not going to be that bad. Plus I'm playing Warhammer, which has a shitty UI, so not really a shitty UI though. You can make it different. Like you have full control. It's like Final Fantasy's UI. You have full control of where everything goes. But it does look like it's from 2008, which makes sense because it is. So I guess I can probably manage to play a older game. When did Guild Wars 1 come out? Like 2003? Maybe? Nope, 2005. After WoW. Classic WoW looks better, I'm gonna be honest. That's probably why I never really played Guild Wars 1, because I was playing Classic WoW. Or Vanilla WoW.
Glad I could help. Have a good one.
Hey, how you doing? Be good.
World of
Have a good
Warcraft
one. Keep
did
it
make it
real.
very hard to play other video games.
Time is money, friend.
There were a lot of video games I liked to look at and see if I wanted to play over the years, but I never did because of WoW.
Talk to me.
Which is why I only played Mass Effect last year.
Keep it real. Right, man. Keep it real. What's up? Glad I could help. Yo.
I will buy a stack of this. My nose is running right now. I can feel it.
Right back.
I'm gonna fly to Feralis. I'm gonna blow my nose while I do it.
What can I do for you?
So I'll be back momentarily.
See you soon.
Okay. A little bit better. My nose has been pretty bad today because I slept in only a t-shirt and shorts last night because it was super hot yesterday. Like 27 degrees all day. And I was out in the sun for a little bit in the afternoon. And it was super hot last night still. But then when I woke up, it was fucking cold, so my nose was running. So I feel like it's been a little bit bad today just because of that. Woke up, went toilet, I'm like, oh, it's cold now. Put my thermals on. And now today is like a fully cloudy day. It's like the total opposite of what it was yesterday. Well, I guess not total. It's not raining. It's not snowing. 18,000 experience. If we manage to find the distress beacon, that is going to be almost 9,000 XP. So if we grind like 9k XP, find the distress beacon, that would be perfect. It's not going to happen today though. Because once I land, I'm probably done for today. I could probably hit 51 today. It's most likely going to take me at least another half hour, but probably more. And my nose doesn't feel great. I keep having to sniff, and I think I'm just going to have to, you know, go shower or something. Don't want to get sick. Tomorrow I will not be streaming, however. Said there was always a maybe. It's probably not going to happen. 99% chance we don't stream tomorrow. Stream Elements really doesn't like you. Nah, fuck this guy.
My goods are of the highest quality.
But I should be back on Friday. God, even my voice wants to go right now. I should be back on Friday to, you know, get the last of this level and then grind some satyrs in Ajara. Hopefully get mongoose elixir and the wicked leather braces recipe. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing after that though. Like, we got Unguro, but I'd rather come here at like 52, I think. Could start Foulwood, but once again, it's like a zone I'd rather go to at 52. What else is it? Like, we'll do some of this stuff in Ajara while we're there. Plague lanes, perhaps, but it's probably a more 52 thing as well. So I'm kind of hoping that I grind from 51 to 52 while getting mongoose elixir, honestly. Because that will make it free after that. Yeah, I'm going to log out and preserve this little bit of buff that I have. Look at this character. I actually took the tabard off this character, and it's not only this bit of skin that you can see, but she's also only wearing a bra. Female armor in video games, right? I don't think anyone else is having to deal with that. I mean, a little bit here and there. I guess Fran's been wearing hot pants the whole time. Yeah. I'm gonna make like a ghost and disappear. Something, I don't know. Because we're still in Stormwind, it kind of looks like Lena's a ghost. Doesn't change that much. But like I said, no stream tomorrow. If there is, it would probably only be short, so yeah, probably just won't. Like 2 hours isn't really worth it, is it? Even though we've had some 2-hour streams. Rather just do like some work or something for those 2 hours. So, Friday, next stream. Maybe try to get to 52. We can get to 52 and then we have 3 days off for the weekend because it's Formula 1 weekend again. 53 should happen really fast. The game wants me to stop streaming now. But I'm talking video game. I'm a professional yapper. Or something. But I'll be back when I'm back. Have a good night or day depending on where you are in the world, everybody. And I'll see you when I see you next. Take care. Enjoy your day. Bye.